Good evening, everyone. This is my Halloween special. Now, people are probably saying, shouldn't you be doing commentary? Something went wrong with that, and pretty much, yeah, I can't do it. So, this is my plan C, pretty much, because plan A, my stream, backfired. Plan B, backfired. I know, nothing ever works out. So, plan C is the top 10 best and worst horror remakes. Now, horror remakes are, I mean, you could find horror remakes everywhere. I think there was like 1,500 this year. So, yeah, there'll be plenty more, and plenty that are bad, but the top 10 best. What are the top 10 best? Anyway, let's start out with the top 10 worst. Now, I can't talk about these movies for that long, so I'm just going to browse through them and just say, like, maybe 10 seconds, I don't like this, or something like that. Anyway, let's go on with number 10 of the worst, and then we'll go to the best. Okay, this is number 10, which is Halloween 2, obviously. Now, I'm not going to say number 10, number 9 all the time, so I'm just going to say, like, at the end of this part, I'm going to say, and number 9 is, and then we'll go to the next one, okay? So, Halloween 2, I talked about. It's pretty bad. I mean, I did a review, so go check out the review to find out what I didn't like about it, even though I don't really, go that, into the movie, because I just want to, like, make a very short review and just say, fuck it, it's bad. Anyway, let's go on to number 9, which is the remake of Psycho. Now, this was pretty bad. I never really watched it after the first time. I saw it the first time a long time ago, maybe like 2001 I saw it, and then I never saw it again, so I can't talk much about it, but Vince Vaughn did not as good as Anthony Perkins, but I remember that. I remember he was kind of weird. Gus Van Sant, who Saint or something like that, who directed it, didn't do that great. I mean, it pretty much is a remake. I mean, it's like the definition of a remake. They didn't even change anything except that the actors, obviously. So yeah, it's a bad remake. Obviously, people already know that. Some people say it's the worst remake ever, which I don't think so. Anyway, let's go on to number 8, which is the Wicker Man remake. Now, the reason this isn't higher is because I actually kind of like this movie a little bit. Reason why is because it's so hilarious. Nicolas Cage did a bad job. Everybody did a bad job. And Nicolas Cage punches a girl and wears a bear suit pretty much. So that's pretty funny. It's a funny movie. The ending's hilarious too. So yeah, it's a pretty funny movie. That's why it's not higher, but it's a pretty bad movie altogether. And number 7 is the Grudge 2. Now, I talked about this when I was talking about the Grudge 3, which isn't that bad. Now, it's kind of sad how this was a sequel to the first one, which did great, and they had 2 years to make this, and it's worse than a straight-to-DVD one. It's actually much worse. I hate this movie with a passion. I hate everybody in it. That's all I'm going to say right there. It wasn't scary, just cheesy and fucking made me laugh most of the time. So yeah, it's a bad one. Let's go on to number 6, which is The Ring 2. Now, The Ring 1 is a pretty decent remake. Ring 2 sucks my balls, okay? It's not scary. It's actually hilarious in most parts. They reused some scenes in the first one. Not really some scenes, but, her coming out of TV and shit. I haven't seen it in a little while, so, whatever. I could be wrong, but I know it's bad. I definitely know it's bad. I haven't seen it since... I saw it in theaters because I liked the first one so much. This one was bad. I'll just say it's really bad. Don't watch it. It's bad. Don't watch it. Please don't. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it. Watch the first one, though. It's pretty good. And yes, this is a remake, and so is the first one. When a Stranger Calls. Now, this is a pretty bad movie overall. It's PG-13, so there's barely any blood. When there is blood, it's stupid. There's 2 kids in this movie. That's freaking annoying. The lead actress is annoying, and her friend is annoying. The villain in this movie is just annoying, also. He's stupid. Mostly jump scares, and none of it really scared me, or most of it made me laugh. So anyway, yeah, let's go on to number 4, which is The Haunting. The only good thing about this is Liam Neeson. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Owen Wilson, there's only like 2 kills in this movie. Nothing scares you. The freaking haunting, the special effects look bad. They might look good back then, but fuck that. They're bad now. It's just bad. Owen Wilson gets his head fucking cut off in this movie, and it's a PG-13 movie, I think. So it's still no freaking blood at all, none. Anyway, let's go on to number 3. Yeah, it's bad, which is the Day of the Dead remake, which is barely a remake at all. It's not even a reimagining. It's just a piece of shit. They take characters and Oh my god, they screwed everything up in this movie. Last year, I reviewed this and said it was kind of fun before watching Day of the Dead. This movie is bad. Okay, I gave it a 5 before. I'm giving it now like a 3 or something. It's bad. Don't watch it. Nick Cannon's horrible. He makes some jokes. Some of them are funny, but most of them are not. His presence just makes it go down a lot. So yeah, it's not good. But the gore is okay, I guess. Anyway, let's go on to number 2, which is ta-da! Fucking Prom Night. Yay! Barely a horror movie at all. Okay? There's no scares. There's like barely any killing. This is an MTV movie made with some killing in it. That's all. That's all it is. It's so boring. I hate every single character in this movie. The main lead, she's hot, but fuck her. I hate her. She's so annoying. She was in Hairspray too. She was annoying in that. She's annoying in this. I hate everybody in this movie. I hate fucking teenagers like this. I want to kill them. And the killer, I mean, I kind of like him because he's killing these people, but he's still an asshole just like everybody else. So let's go on to number 1, which is dun dun dun. What is it? The motherfucking Fog. There you go. That's my worst horror remake ever. The Fog is horrible. It's so boring. CGI is horrible. Acting's terrible. Didn't scare me once. So bad. The first one was, I think it was rated R, and it was okay. This, horrible. I hate this freaking movie. It's horrible. Don't watch it. I would give it like a 2 out of 10. It's horrible. It's bad. So freaking bad. No, I'll give it like a 1 out of 10 actually thinking about it. It's, I can't explain it enough. It's just bad. I can't explain it. It's just funny a lot of times. Funny in a bad way, obviously. I was like, wow, look at those CGI monsters. Oh, and look at this fog. It's gay. This is a scene where a guy just explodes and you don't see anything. You see a close up to his eye, which is CG. It's horrible. Let's go on. You know what? Let's just move on from that and say that's my top 10 worst horror movies ever. Stay tuned. The next video is going to be my top 10 best. Thank you and bye.